Okay, this is a novice level speed check taken from round 1 of the Fort Osage Novice Set number 4. In order to do a speed check, it's simply the last sentence of the toss-up. So this is toss-up number 1, speed check question number 1. Name this organ located behind the stomach which secretes digestive enzymes into the duodenum. That would be the pancreas. Name this mythological character who was featured in the Iliad and the Odyssey, known as Odysseus to the Greeks. That would be Ulysses. Name this painting medium that saw a 20th century revival when it was used by regionalist painters like Andrew Wyeth and Thomas Hart Benton. That would be tempera. For 10 points, name this military branch that was placed under the Department of Homeland Security in 2003 and has the job of patrolling America's coastal waters. That would be the U.S. Coast Guard. Name this windy Illinois city, the third largest in the United States. The answer there would be Chicago. Name this Barbadian singer and actress whose other hit songs include Umbrella, We Found Love, and Monster. And that would be Rihanna, or Rihanna if you say her name like that. I could have also accepted Robin Rihanna Fenty, with Fenty underlined. That's her last name, apparently. Question 7. Name these mathematical statements that can be demonstrated to be true by accepted mathematical operations. Those would be theorems. 8. Name this monarch, son of Uther Pendragon and husband of Guinevere, who wielded Excalibur and spent his final days at Avalon. That would be Arthur, King Arthur Pendragon. I just needed Arthur. 9. Name this halogen which turns to a purple gas when sublimated with atomic number 53 and chemical symbol I. That would be iodine. Name this English science fiction author of The Time Machine and The War of the Worlds. That would be Wells, H.G. Wells, Herbert George Wells. 11. Name this southeastern tribe from Georgia which was forcibly removed to Oklahoma by the Indian Removal Act. Those would be the Cherokee. Name this doctor who was chosen by President Trump to head the Department of Housing and Urban Development after dropping out of the 2016 presidential race. That would be Carson, Dr. Ben Carson. 13. Name this weather phenomenon described by John Greenleaf Whittier in a poem subtitled A Winter Idyll. That would be snow or snowing. 14. Name this Italian composer who is the namesake of a crescendo that sees a musical build-up over a repeated phrase. The answer there, that would be Rossini. Name this growing Southeast Asian economic power with capital at Kuala Lumpur. That would be Malaysia. Name this religious concept that describes the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That would be the Trinity. Name these financial institutions that are covered by the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation. Those would be banks. Name this meteorological object formed by the saturation of air when it is cooled to its dew point that has types such as cirrus and stratus. Those would be clouds. Name these methods of communication, which include Esperanto, Farsi, and, of course, English. Those would be languages. For 10 points, name this capital city of the Netherlands, often referred to as the Venice of the North. That'd be Amsterdam. Penultimate question. Give this regnal name shared by multiple monarchs and names the current heir to the British throne who was once married to Princess Diana. That would be Charles. Final question. Name this material used as a heat and cooking source before being replaced by coal and common today in facial products and barbecue grills. And that would be charcoal. Thanks for listening.